program tonight.
Pastor
Alright,
Anthony,
ang ating pong
anong topic natin ngayon, Pastor Anthony? Anong topic
topic
na
natin
nakalaan?
ay about family resiliency. Ano ba sa palagay mo ang pagka pinag-usapan tong resiliency, dito number 1 ng mga Pinoy, di ba? Sa dami ng mga pinagdaanan natin, mga calamities, mga kung ano-anong mga sitwasyon sa ating bayan, tayo pa rin ay matatag. Ano bang definition mo, Brad Ralph, ng resiliency sa iyong sariling pananaw?
Secret.
Secret?
Secret. Mamaya na yan.
Alright.
And then, Pastor, we Filipinos, tayong mga Filipino, we are very much known for two characteristics. First, we are so hospitable, di ba? Pero pangalawa, ito nga pong pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Pero ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon is in the setting ng family, not just yung individual resiliency but yung family resilience. Kaya nga, Pastor, alam ko tumawag ka ng naghanap ka ng isang magaling na makakatulong sa atin ngayon para sa discussion natin ngayon. Kaya pababayaan na kita, Pastor, ipakilala mo na yung ating guest.
Alright, magandang gabi po. Again, allow me to introduce, and it's my joy and it's my pleasure to introduce our resource speaker tonight. Actually, I first met him in 1997 when I was in Bethel Bible College. He was my senior. I was a freshman student then at the time. Okay, he finished his BS in Electrical Engineering from Technological Institute of the Philippines in 1995. And also, he graduated from Bethel Bible College in 1998 with a degree of Bachelor in Christian Ministries, major in Pastoral Leadership. He took his MA units from Asian Theological Seminary in Christian Education, and he finished his and also in Asian Seminary for Christian Ministries and Leadership. And also, he has an MA units from Alliance Graduate Seminary in Pastoral. He took up units in Pastoral Ministry. And he also graduated from Asian Theological Seminary with a degree of Masters in Business Administration, Biblical Stewardship, and Christian Management. And actually, he was my classmate also in Center for Family Ministries at Loyola School of Theology sa Ateneo de Manila University. In 2017, we both finished po yung Professional Diploma in Family Ministry. Presently, he's taking up PhD. Ongoing po yung kanya pong pag-aaral. Hindi na po natapos yung pag-aaral ng atin pong speaker. But I believe that this is a very ganda po nito dahil ito po ay yung kanya pong pinag-aaralan ay nagagamit po din niya sa pagpapalakas po ng marami pong pamilya. Ongoing po yung kanyang PhD in Transformational Development at Asia Pacific Nazarene Theological Seminary. Actually, he's an author, Bible school teacher, at ito po yung gustong-gusto ko po, he's a family counselor po. And presently, he's also the head of the Social Services Department or Social Services and Disaster Preparedness and Response Commission of the Philippines General Council of the Assemblies of God. And he's the Source Project Administrator at ICI Ministries. He consults on publishing. He is consulted on publishing projects, conducts editorial works, and served as resource speaker for Teachers Development Program. He's married to Mary Arlene Chua del Rosario, and yan po ay akin din pong ate, and it's my joy to turn this time to Reverend Sur del Rosario. Pastor Sur,
hello,
good evening po and welcome sa atin pong family Kumustahan ngayon pong gabi.
Okay. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Naririnig niyo ba ako, Anthony, Ton?
Opo.
Maliwanag ba? Alright. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Purihin po ang Panginoon that despite all that we're experiencing, meron po tayong opportunity para kahit papaano ay makapag-connect. Although these are virtual means, no? Pero salamat sa Panginoon for technologies like this that we can actually connect, no? Gusto ko palang batiin yung aking yung nanay ko, sabi na manonood daw siya. Sabi ko, patay, hindi ko na makukwento yung mga kwento ko tungkol sa nanay. Anyways, no, ngayong pong gabi, I was asked to actually share briefly about building family resilience. No? And I will be sharing the screen sa inyo. I-share na lang po yan ng ating mga tao sa Life Enrichment. And we will be talking about bouncing back, no, or resilience, building family resilience. Tama yung sabi ni Pastor kanina na kalimitan, when we think about resilience, we're thinking about individual resilience. Pero maganda na tingnan natin yung konsepto ng resilience doon po sa konteksto ng family. All right? So if you are ready now, Pastor Anthony, so we can proceed na tayo, no? Sige po.
Go ahead po.
All right. So when we think about resilience, siguro ito yung ilan sa mga pwede nating gamitin as images, no? Yung pong elasticity na meron itong rubber band, makikita natin na kahit na inihigit siya o inihila siya, siya po ay resilient, hindi napipiktal. Of course, may breaking limit din yan. Pero in this case, because marami silang hinihila all at the same time, makikita po natin na mas mahirap itong i-break. Dito naman sa picture dito, sa may kanan, sa upper right, makakita tayo ng mga binabagyo. Tayo dito sa Pilipinas, we are on the path of typhoons. So hindi na po bago sa atin na halos na lang taon-taon nagre-wrestle tayo o nagsusurvive tayo ng maraming mga typhoons. But I think ito pong picture dito sa lower right, ito po yung parang bumago ng activities ng halos lahat ng tao sa buong mundo. And I think kapag hindi mo alam kung ano ang coronavirus, baka hindi ka taga-Earth because this is an Earth pandemic. This is something that's worldwide and the spread is so wide that almost every one of us has been affected by this, no? Makikita po natin, ang biruan nga natin, sa EDSA daw, kailanman hindi nawalan ang traffic. Now ngayon, talagang walang traffic kasi wala na makadaan. And it has disrupted us. Pero dito po sa picture dito, sa may baba, makikita natin, yung mga tao tumatanggap ng ayuda. Siguro mas magandang isa sa mga session nila, Pastor Anthony, mag-testify naman kayo kung paano kayo tumanggap ng ayuda. Kung paano nagpadala ang Panginoon. But we are grateful for the help. But at the same time, we are thankful kasi the Lord has given us an inner resource or inner strength para po nang sa ganon ay makakope up sa lahat po ng difficulties. And as humans created in the image of God, we have that in us. No? We have that ability to withstand all storms. So we will be talking about resilience. When we think about resilience, this is a definition by Froma Walsh, a psychologist who's been working among families. Sabi niya dito, resilience can be defined as the ability to withstand and rebound from stressful life challenges, strengthened and more resourceful. And then family resilience involves the potential of recovery, repair, and growth in families facing serious life challenges. I'd like to highlight three particular things dito po sa definition na ito. Sabi, resilience can be defined as the ability to withstand and rebound from stressful life challenges. So makikita po natin dito, itong mga binabagyo dito sa baba, dumadating ang bagyo, pero kahit na sinusuong, nakatatagal at nakakabalik. Alright? So kung ikaw po ay resilient individual, ikaw po ay makababalik pagkatapos uungin ng isang napakalakas na bagyo. No? Pero hindi lang yon. Once you come back, you are strengthened and perhaps you have learned so much about your experiences that you are now more resourceful. So whether you're recognizing it or not, the hand of God is there that despite po ng itong problemang pinagdadaanan mo, you are able to withstand it. At the same time, when you are able to come back again, you are now strengthened and more resourceful. Pero maganda po dito yung second definition, which is basically directed at family. Sabi, family resilience involves the potential for recovery, repair, and growth. So pagkatapos ng lahat ng ito, pagkatapos na ma-ospital si tatay, o pagkatapos na mawalan ng trabaho si nanay, pagkatapos na magkaroon ng conflict, and if you are able to rebound, there's a potential for recovery, there's a potential for repair, and there's a potential for growth. Let me also emphasize the word potential. Ibig sabihin, it can or it may or may not be realized. Ibig sabihin, pagkatapos ng gulo, may mga taong pwedeng makarecover, pwedeng makarepair, pwedeng mag-grow, pero hindi lahat ng tao ay nagiging successful. At hindi rin lahat ng families ay nagiging successful. So maganda po ito, please bear in mind itong definition na ito, because kahit bibigyan tayo nito ng idea kung ano ba ang resilience. And I hope as we're looking at the definition, tayo po nagtatanong, meron ba ako nito? And I think this is how this would be more meaningful to us, no? That we also ask ourselves and even evaluate our family. Does our family have the ability to withstand and rebound from stressful life challenges? Are we being strengthened and more resourceful? Are we maximizing our potential or actualizing our potential for recovery, repair, and growth? If these things are not happening, ibig lang pong sabihin nun, we are not really resilient. In the process po nitong COVID pandemic na ito, while at home, dahil ako po ay part ng ICI Source Ministry, I decided to write materials for family resilience at hope through uncertainties. When I was looking for images, kung ano po ang maganda talaga sigurong itsura ng hope, nakakita po ako nitong picture na ito. This is not originally mine. I just got this from the internet. Pero ang gandang isipin na itong batang ito, although she's facing a blank wall, nakaisip siya na mag-drawing. At mula doon sa drawing na yun, lumaya siguro ang kanyang pakiramdam, ang kanyang isipan, and in that sense, she was hopeful. Alright? Hindi ko po minumungkahi na mag-hallucinate ka at mag-imagine ng maraming bagay na hindi totoo. But the point is, you should be able to see beyond the wall. The wall is a present setback. Pero yung resilience natin, triggered by hope and faith in the Lord, nagbibigay sa atin ng pagkakataon para harapin itong mga challenges na ito, na sa kabila nitong walls na nakikita natin, we are able to imagine and we are able to see beyond this wall at nakikita natin that there's freedom and there's something good that may come out of it. And the verse that comes to mind is this. No? I have been meditating it all throughout this pandemic, and I've shared this in multiple opportunities I've had to share the Word of God. Sabi po ng 1 Peter 5:10, and after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace was called you to His eternal glory in Christ, will Himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. Ito po yung biblical definition natin or biblical concept natin ng resilience. That unang-una, may mga sufferings man tayo, it's only for a little while. We're looking forward to what's beyond this suffering. Ang hirap isipin kung kailan matatapos itong COVID na to, no? And yung vaccine is may mga magagandang progress, but it's not really something na fully blown or fully orbed na solution at the moment. Pero ang ganda ng sabi ng Bible, it is for a little while. And to think that this was written by Peter to people or to Christians who are basically suffering that time. And the sufferings are physical sufferings. And it's actually a death sentence when you were a Christian during that time. But ang sabi, despite all the sufferings that you're having, it is only for a little while. And then the Lord has called us to His eternal glory after nitong pandemic na to, after even this whole lifetime, there is His eternal glory. And there's always this God of all grace who was giving us and sustaining us every day. Tapos pagkatapos daw po nito, we will be restored, we will be confirmed, we will be strengthened, and we will be established. This is our prayer for each one, lalo po yung mga nakikinig dito. To you and your family, we pray, we hope na kayo po ay makaranas ng pagre-restore ng Panginoon. Yes, this is something beyond us. This is something that we could not really understand. But after this, and as the Lord sustains us through the season, sabi diyan, mayroong restoration. So we declare that sa atin. We believe that by the grace of God, i-confirm tayo ng Panginoon, i-strengthen at i-establish tayo ng Panginoon. So if you're facing your blank wall at the moment, maganda siguro humingi tayo lalo sa Panginoon ng lakas At asahan natin ang biyaya ng Panginoon ay magtatawid sa atin sa panahong ito. Now, going back to family resilience, and again, I am just using the material by Froma Walsh. This is again, she's a psychologist working among families. At ayon doon sa kanyang mga sinulat, which was recorded in Normal Family Process, and this is actually referred to by many other researchers. Tatlong bagay daw po. There are three major divisions or three major processes na pwede mo daw tingnan para malaman kung ang family mo ay resilient. So ang tanong natin kanina, nakaka-rebound ba ang iyong pamilya? Maganda siguro ang tanungin. So, hindi lang dahil nitong COVID, pero bago pa nitong COVID, papaano po ba hinaharap ng inyong pamilya ang inyong pong mga pagsubok? I'm sure you have different sorts of challenges. Lahat po tayo dumadaan sa napakaraming mga forms ng challenges, financial challenges, emotional challenges. At itong nangyayari sa atin, this is beyond us. Hindi ito isang imagination lang o hindi ito likha lang ng ating isipan. This is real and this is widespread na lahat na lang ng mga tao nakaka-naapektuhan po nito. No? And ako over time, over this pandemic period, I've also had several counseling sessions at makaiisip mo po, sobra yung kanilang pinagdadaanan. This is something that affects us and is really shaking us to our core. Pero para daw malaman kung ikaw o ang family mo is resilient, maganda daw i-check mo itong tatlong ito. So kumustahin natin ito pong mga bagay na to. Ito po yung mga lundo ng ating pag-uusapan in the next few more minutes. Number one, belief system. Alright? Pangalawa, organizational process. Medyo technical ito, but I will try to explain in a more layman's term later on. And then communication problem solving. No? So simulan po natin dito sa belief system, sa paniniwala natin. Although psychologists generally do not include the concept of God, they will just relegate it as a portion ng spirituality. But the good thing is that there's a recognition that your belief will actually help you rebound from all these problems. Kaya nga tayo mga Kristiyano, kumbaga nandoon na tayo kasi naniniwala tayo. Ang beginning point ng ating relasyon sa Panginoon, other than the initiative of God and His grace working in our life, is that we are believing in the Lord. We put our faith in God. So ibig po sabihin, sana ma-appreciate natin that because we are people of faith, no, nakatingin tayo sa Diyos. Alright? So pagsabi po nating belief system, number one, how do you make meaning out of the adversity? So yung iba po, kapag irrational na yung thinking mo, ang kadalasang naiisip mo, naku, wala na talaga kaming pag-asa. So in the sense, destructive ang meaning ng mga adversity sa'yo. Pero if your family is making positive meaning out of your adversity, nire-recite mo lagi yung all things work together for good, no? Ay nakakatulong daw po ito para mag-develop ng resilience. Pag sabi din natin making meaning out of adversity, ang resilience po, it's always in the context of relationship. Hindi ito isang tao lang, kung hindi kasama ng ibang tao, pare-pareho kayong gumagawa ng kahulugan. Ito po yung mga sa ating mga Pilipino, parang kahit na toyo lang o asin ang ating inuulam, nagpapasalamat tayo kasi nakakakain pa rin po tayo. So kahit na sa tingin ng iba wala kang ulam, puro talaga pagkain ang aking illustration. Ano? Pero dahil ikaw ay merong resilience, you interpret that as something positive. It's very similar to the common test na nakakita ka ng baso ng tubig na kalahati. And some people, para sa kanila, the meaning that they attribute to it is that it's half empty. But some people will say it's half full. So depende sa iyong pinaniniwalaan. Siguro it's also important to understand na pag sabi dating making meaning of adversity, nino-normalize po natin. Pag sabi po natin nino-normalize, hindi po natin sa minamaliit lang, pero sinasabi natin na, oo nga, hindi lang naman pala ako ang nakakaranas nito. At hayaan mo yan, kahit madilim ang gabi, sisilay din ang magandang araw bukas. So it's something that you say, it's normal, and contextualize, ibig sabihin na doon po sa ating konteksto. Tapos, ang sabi, a sense of coherence or a view of crisis as meaningful, comprehensible, manageable challenge. Pag inisip po natin talaga, Sa simula nitong pandemic, hindi natin alam, mawawalan ba tayo ng trabaho? At iniisip ko yung government natin, no, over time, hindi kasi ito pinagandaan eh. Our government was not able to anticipate this. In fact, no government, I think, in the world was able to say na magsha-shutdown ng economy and it will actually affect a lot of people. However, pansinin po natin kahit sa kabila nung hirap natin yung government natin, and we are grateful for them kasi naging mas makabuluhan. Nakaisip sila ng iba't ibang paraan para paabutin yung ayuda sa atin, nakaisip ng iba't ibang paraan para matugunan ang mga pangangailangan, although this was not originally part of what they planned or intended for this year. This is something that actually provided an opportunity for them to come up with solutions, no? And then facilitate appraisal or explanatory attribution of future expectations. Masyadong technical. Pero ibig sabihin, makapagpasalamat kahit sa kabila po ng pandemic. So are you making meaning out of your adversity? Ito rin po, sabi, positive outlook. Meron ka bang positibong pananaw sa iyo pong mga pinagdadaanan? I heard one pastor saying, tayo daw po mga Pilipino, we are a culture of at least, no? Sabi po, pag tayo nadapa, sasabihin natin, at least nakabangon pa. Pag nasunugan, sasabihin natin, at least buhay pa tayo. And I think that is embedded sa atin. We are grateful that the Lord has given us opportunity for that, no? So there's hope. At ang hope po, hindi lang ito optimism, but strength that develops from within. There's encouragement. Sinasabi natin sa iba, and it's also true sa ating nararamdaman, that merong ending ang lahat ng ito. Active initiative and persevering spirit. Kaya natin to. And master the possible, accept what can't be changed, but tolerate uncertainty. May mga bagay na hindi ko talaga kayang baguhin, pero yung response ko kaya kong baguhin. If you have that, then surely you have a strong belief system. Ito po, transcendence and spirituality, another technical term. But when we think about transcendence, is actually to reach out. Tayo mga Kristiyano, mahirap lang siguro itong ispilingin itong transcendence, but the fact that you are praying to God, the fact that you are actually reaching out to the Lord, you're reaching beyond yourself, that is basically transcendence. Sa kanila, sa mga psychologists, they just say na transcendence. Pero sa atin, it's faith. Sabi, there's larger values. Kahit na sa kabila nitong ating pinagdadaanan, nakikita natin ang kamay ng Panginoon, ibig sabihin, maganda ang belief system mo. Spirituality, we are able to pray to the Lord, or able to contemplate. Some people pray to God only when they have plenty, no? And then inspiration, we are able to see, katulad nung kanina, that's inspiration. Meron kang blank wall, pero nakikita mo ngayon na meron pang kasunod ang blank wall na ito. And of course, transformation. So check that. Meron po ba kayo niyan? Do you make meaning of adversity? Are you positive in your outlook? And do you reach out to God, no? As a way of admitting that you are not in control of your situation. Kung maayos po yan, ibig sabihin, check, magaling po ang inyong belief system. O kung hindi naman, siguro ito yung growth area na dapat pong tutukan natin. The next is organizational process. Papaano ba ang pagkakasaayos-ayos ng pamilya? In fact, this is one also of the attributes why a lot of family are dysfunctional. Pag sabi natin pagkakasaayos-ayos, ibig sabihin, sino ba ang may control ng power? Sino ba ang may roles? Ano ba ang rule sa bahay? Paano ba tayo mamaya communication? So tanungin po natin, kumusta po ang family natin when it comes to flexibility? Flexible po ba tayo? Alright? Ibig sabihin, nakaka-adapt pa tayo sa mga bagong challenge. Nakakapag-organize po ba tayo? Like in our case, anong October, nawala yung father namin, and it's something that's actually a deep setback for our family. But you're able to rebound pag naisip mo, kasi ang unang naging problem namin magkakapatid, nung umuwi kami sa bahay, walang nagtatapon ng basura. Dati kasi ang tatay ko nagtatapon ng basura. Yun ang natural na basurero sa amin. Pero ngayon, mag-iisip ka na ngayon, dahil wala nang nagtatapon, pwedeng malugmok at sabihin na kung paano ba yan, wala nang magtatapon ng basura. Ang gagawin mo ngayon, sino ba ang pwedeng pumuno nitong mga roles na hindi na nagagampanan dahil may loss na nawala doon sa family. Now you are reorganizing and therefore you are becoming flexible. Yung leadership, meron bang nangunguna? You cannot just go, and the parents have to really step up during this time. At ang inibang pamilya, would you consider your family as a team? We know that from basketball. We know that from team sports. Na you cannot, kahit na anong galing mo mag-shoot, you cannot really win when, you cannot guarantee a win or even win when you are by yourself. And parents here, napakalaking halaga po ng parents would consider themselves as equal partners. Also, pagdating natin sa organizational processes is connectedness. Connectedness, paano naman tayo nagkakadugtong-dugtong? Alright? Kanina, paano tayo nagfa-function? Paano tayo nagiging flexible? Ngayon, how are we really connected? Yung iba, nakadepende lang lagi dun sa ibang tao, nakasandig lang ganyan. So pag nawala ito, naguguho ang mundo nila. Pero kung mutual yung atin pong support at this time, we are connected in such a way that we are providing mutual support. Alright? Then it actually boosts yung atin pong resilience. Is there a respect for individual needs and differences? At kung meron mang nasisira, bumabagsak at hindi connected, o kaya naman magkagalit, na nakakalungkot po yung mga magkagalit ang pamilya at sa panahon ng COVID, mag-isa ka na, hindi mo pa matawagan yung pamilya mo. Pero once you start to reach out and reconnect and then repair the grievances, then you are now on the way to becoming resilient. Tapos kasama din po sa flexibility at dito sa connectedness is mobilizing social and economic resources. Ito, kasama dun sa atin pong pagkakakonekta, sino pa ba yung kasama nating sumusuporta sa atin? At dito mo ma-appreciate tayo mga Pilipino na 12 magkakapatid, tapos isang barangay ang magpipinsan kasi malakas ang emotional support natin. We have to tap into extended kin, social, and community support. Of course, finances, no? Pero ang maganda po dito sa presentation na ito, ina-acknowledge ang need for finances, pero hindi po dito naka-base ang resilience. Isa lang ito sa mga mahalagang components, but this is not really the major component why we are resilient as a family. And of course, transactions with larger systems. Paano ba tayo in relation to our barangay, into our government? So yung mga nakatanggap ng ayuda, tuwan-tuwa tayo. Kami nasa Pasig kami. Shout out sa aming magaling na mayor na si Vico. At sa marami pang mayor na talagang nagpakita ng napakagaling na responses dito. Ibig sabihin, we feel like we're connected to them. And somehow it gives us a sense of assurance. Nang isang araw po may kumatok dito sa amin, ang lakas. Sa panahon ng COVID, nakakaparaning, nakakaparanoid pala yun. But you know what? Nadala palang ayuda. First time namin makatanggap ng ayuda. Kaya sabi ko, hindi talaga ako mangangayayat nito. But you feel you're connected with the government. You feel that there's support from external. So it's not just something within your family. You feel connected to the other world. Okay, last set po natin ay communication problem-solving processes. And this is what I realize. I realize, lalo po doon sa mga pamilya, kaya siguro yung iba talagang hindi maiwasang lumabas. Kasi alam nyo po, pag 8 sila sa pamilya, pagkatapos, magkakasama sila sa isang like 20 square meters na lot, o kaya 10 square meter lang, baka pag upo nilang lahat, o pag tayo nila, wala nang space na matitira sa loob ng bahay. And I think the problem there is that akala natin, dahil magkakatabi tayo sa bahay, nagko-communicate tayo. Kami guilty din dyan. 3 lang kami, yung asawa ko at yung isang missionary na kasama namin. Pero lahat may hawak na phone. And then I suddenly realized it's not common for families to really communicate and talk. Minsan nga po, nag-uusap lang tayo pag nagagalit tayo sa isa't isa. And that's the reason why disrupted yung ating communication process. Alright? Hindi pala ibig sabihin naka-quarantine po tayo, tayo po ay nag-uusap. Magkakatabi lang tayo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na nagko-communicate tayo. In fact, ang sabi ng mga news, mataas daw ang rate ng domestic violence during this time. Kasi we are not really used to communicating to each other. Ang interaction natin kung nagtatrabaho tayo, nakikita natin sila sa umaga, nakikita natin sila sa gabi, and we expect them to be perfect. But there's actually a gap here and we are not communicating. So kahit sabihin natin dugtong na yung umaga at gabi natin dahil wala naman tayong magawa, nasa loob lang tayo ng isang bahay, hindi pa rin tayo makapag-connect to the level that we understand each other. So in order to do that and contribute towards building family resilience, yung clarity daw po, dapat daw po clear, consistent message. It's a clear and consistent message if it's coming, if it's leveled sa nararamdaman mo, sa sinasabi mo at sa nasa isip mo. At yung mga malalabo na hindi mo maintindihan, nabibigyan natin ng liwanag. Open emotional sharing. Nakapag-share ka ba throughout this COVID ng mga fears mo? Nakapag-share ka ba ng takot? Minsan ang parents sasabihin niya, hindi ko pwedeng i-share kasi baka manghina ang anak ko. But there are the ones who can actually provide support. Not that you're showing them that you are giving up, but you are telling them that you are also vulnerable. And then, is there positive interactions? When was the last time throughout the COVID period na in-appreciate mo yung luto ng asawa mo, in-appreciate mo yung nagtiklop ng kumot yung anak mo, in-appreciate mo sila. And these are actually positive interaction. Kasama din daw po dyan ang humor. Sa sobrang dami natin napapakinggan, very down na yung feelings natin, wala na nakakatawa. Kami po, isa sa mga inaabangan namin when we watch TV, it's not just the news, but the portion that says humor, no? That shows humor. Yung isa doon, yung bago-bago pa yung COVID at bawal lumabas, yung quarantine. May grupo ng mga tao na isang barangay, nahuli sila, pinagdala sila ng kabaong, pinaikot doon sa barangay. Tawa kami ng tawa. No? Kailan kayo huling tumawa? At kailan kayo huling nagpahinga? Maaring nasa bahay po kayo, pero baka hindi kayo nagpapahinga, then you are not openly sharing your emotions. And last dito is collaborative problem solving. When we say collaborative, and I think this is addressing the parents, particularly the fathers in most cases, or mothers in most matriarchal setup, no? When we say collaborative problem solving, we recognize that everyone has a share. It may not really be equal, but it's a recognized or regulated share na ang bawat isa, kahit pabata, meron pong pananaw kung paano ma-solve ang inyong pong mga problema. So this is actually creative brainstorming and then shared decision process. And then siguro ito yung nagsisimula sa mga tanong na paano kaya ang pwede nating gawin ngayong nawalan ng trabaho si tatay? Alright? And I think the case in most, the situation in most cases is that we try to solve everything. And then, sabi dyan, last is focus on goals, concrete steps towards and build on success and then learn. Ibig sabihin, wala tayong pera ngayon, wala tayong ayudang natatanggap, wala pang trabaho, naku, paano na yan? Okay, pag-asa po tayo. It's about time that you tap into the resources called family. No? At ilagay sa isip mo na kaya niyo itong suungin ng sama-sama. So again, if you were to get back as I'm nearing the end of this presentation, if you're thinking about family resilience, balikan niyo po yung faith system niyo, particularly your faith in the Lord. And this is a time when you say, lahat ng natutunan ko noon, lahat ng verses ko, ngayon ko kailangan ng lahat ng yan to actually build my faith. We have to interpret this into something positive, no? Yung pagsasaayos at connectedness ng inyong family and flexibility, those are critical factors to building family resilience. And the way you communicate to each other to a point that you can actually share your feelings openly without hurting other people, all right? And then you give everyone an opportunity to solve the problem. All this together with a grace coming from God will help your family become resilient. Okay, Pastor. Sorry, medyo napahaba yung aking sharing. Pag nagdadaldal ako, diretso na lang eh.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Pastor Sur.
Yes.
Sa lahat po ng atin pong mga ka-family enrichment, mga tagapakinig, kung meron po kayong mga tanong, just feel free po to post it here sa atin pong live streaming. Teacher Ralph, meron ba tayong mga questions dyan? Meron ako mga questions dito, pero kung meron ka, mauna ka na magtanong. Yung ating pong pinag-aaralan ay napakaganda po, no? Ito po ay very helpful, especially sa ating pong panahon ngayon that the world or our family in particular is going through these challenging times. Teacher Ralph.
So far, Pastor, wala po tayong mga question na through Facebook, pero alam ko meron ka po dyan. Pero gusto ko lang pong ibigay ko yung short comment na po. I appreciate po, Pastor Sur, na yung discussion nyo po, it all started with yung the belief system. Napaka-importante po nito ngayon na I think pwede po natin gawing yun yung pinaka-foundation kung paano po natin mabibuild itong yung resilience na to. And another comment po, nagno-note po ako yung resilience hindi po siya kaya pala family. Hindi siya manggagaling kay daddy lang, hindi lang siya manggagaling doon sa kay mommy lang o sa parents lang. Ano po pala to? Kailangan talaga collaborative talaga. Pastor, salamat sa mga nyo. And ibigay ko po kay Pastor.
Actually, Pastor, ang idea talaga in most family setup, you don't isolate the individual from the whole family. So may tinatawag na family systems. So hindi pwedeng resilient ka lang na hindi affected yung ibang part or components ng system. So tama ka, dapat collaborative at hindi pwedeng magtapang-tapangan lang si daddy nang hindi inire-recognize na malakas din naman yung ibang part ng family.
Yes, po. So ito po, may nag-comment po. Siguro bigyan daan natin to. Ayan po, maraming salamat po Pastor Sur sa malinaw na paliwanag. Kaya naman pala walang mga tanong. Maliwanag naman po pala talaga.
Pastor Gigi.
Ang gabi po, Pastor.
We're talking about family as a system. Kuya, would you explain more about that part na yung family as a system? Ano bang ibig sabihin nito?
Okay, when you look at the system, siguro sa katawan natin maraming system. Simulan ko na sa digestive system, di ba? Sa reproductive system, sa respiratory system. So ibig sabihin, when you think about system, maraming mga components and then you put them together to create a system. Ang solar system is a solar system. So ang maganda nito, interaction. Ang family is always considered as interaction of individuals. Hindi ka naging family na mag-isa. And I think the way it affects other families or parents in particular, particularly the father, iniisip niya na, ay ako ang tatay. Tama, you have to be strong. You have to be strong for your family. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ka hihingi ng tulong sa kanila. So pag sinabi po nating system, iniisip natin yung interaction ng bawat isang bahagi at yung pagkakaugnay-ugnay ng lahat ng ito to create a functional system. Kasabay pa nitong system yung understanding about functions and dysfunctions. So isang separate presentation po siguro yun. Pero magandang tanongin sa system, for example po, halimbawa, to make it more plain, pag kumakain po kayo, paano nagre-reflect ang family system sa inyong pagkain? Bakit pa I'm always drawn to food and anyway. But ang idea is that sino ang naguhugas? Sino po ang naglalagay ng mga plato? Sino po ang nagluluto? Sino po ang namamalengke? Alright. Now, kung yung nanay, kasi lalo yung mga nanay may savior mentality and ang kanilang love language ay service. Gusto nilang gawin lahat ng yon mula sa pamamalengke, hanggang doon sa pagluluto, hanggang sa paghuhugas. Pagkatapos, gusto niya magpahinga nila yung mga anak. Well, that's good. Pero wag kang magreklamo kung ikaw yung nanay at sasabihin mo, naku, kayong mga anak, ang tatamad nyo talagang kumilos. Because, in the first place, you have trained them na ang system ay isa lang ng isa ang umiikot at sila ay walang involvement doon sa nangyayari. Therefore, wag mo silang sisihin pag sabi mong bakit kayo ganyan anak, ginawa ko naman ang lahat. That's the point. Ginawa mo ang lahat. Where you could have tapped into the strength of the system by recognizing the different components and make them work as one.
Yan. I hope na napakaganda po noon ng paliwanag po na yon, no? May isang question dito, Pastor. What is the role daw po ng relationship? Kasi kanina na-mention mo yung dysfunctional families. When we talk about dysfunctional families, di ba part nun ay yung kanilang dysfunctional din yung kanilang relationship sa isa't isa o hindi ganun yung kanila pong relationship? Ano daw po yung role ng relationship in coping with the future stresses ng mga pamilya.
Alright. So ito po yung actually yung inaano natin dito sa building resilience. It's all about our interconnectedness, no? So ano ang role ng relationship? So paano ba kayo nagsusupport sa isa't isa? Siguro maganda po nito yung mga trusses natin o yung sa this is a technical term, yung ating mga bubong, gawa sila sa mga bakal, tapos yung mga bakal natin naka-angle in such a way that they support each other. So our relationship is crucial. Yun ang primary resource. Of course, our relationship with God, yun ang number one. But part of the grace that the Lord has given us is to recognize na nandito may katabi tayo. And it's basically biblical. It's not good for man to be alone. Sinabi na yan ng Panginoon sa Genesis pa lang. And then the cord of three strands could not easily be broken. Sabi, kawawa naman ang tao na pag nahulog, wala man lang umaalalay sa kanya. So pag sabi po natin gaano ba kahalaga ang relationship as we look forward to the future, it's very, 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 very important. No? So ang point po natin, pag nag-survive tayo rito, dapat sama-sama. Dapat sabay-sabay, sama-sama, walang maiiwan. And basically, we draw support and strength from each other.
Ito po, Pastor. Nagtanong po yung misis ko. Sabi niya po dito,
kailangan sagutin niya.
Ano po, ano po ang maisasuggest ninyo sa mga, ngayon pa lang, ayusin yung system if hindi pa huli ang lahat. Para hindi pa huli ang lahat siguro.
May mga components po yung functional and dysfunctional family. No? So ano ang dapat natin gawin? Maganda po yan kasi you're recognizing na process ito. Hindi ito biglaan lang. Hindi ito mag-uusap kayo, sabi natin, ayusin natin ang sistema natin, bukas maayos na tayo. Pero maganda yon kasi nagamit mo yung unang component, communication. So, communication, mahalaga. Ang roles, sino ba ang naghuhugas ng plato? Sino ba ang pupunta sa palengke? Sino ba ang magluluto? Sino ba? Of course, lahat kakain. Di po ba? So kahit yung maliit na bagay na yun, you're identifying sino ang magluluto. Pag hindi nagluto, hindi ginampanan yung role niya sa system. Alright? And it actually expands to different other roles. Yung rules, sabi ng gobyerno walang lalabas, gusto mong lumabas. Napagalitan ka tuloy. Sa loob ng bahay, may rules din. Si Kim po, sikat na sikat dahil sa kanyang paglabas. Bawal lumabas. Diba? Ginawa na niya ng full blast song. Ibig sabihin, resilient si Kim Chu. Di ba? Kasi nakapag-rebound siya from the experience. Family, para maiayos, ayusin niyo po ito sa to, communication. You need to work on your roles. Sino ba ang dapat gumanap sa ganitong gawain? Your rules are very, very important. The power, the authority is also very important. Sino ba ang dapat manguna? Sino ba ang dapat sumunod? Kailan ba dapat mag-submit? All those have to be in place. But the good thing about us Christians is that ang starting point natin and always the beginning point and everything in between is God. No? So mas madali sa atin sa totoo lang na mag-workout. So tama po yung tanong, hindi niyo po mababago agad-agad ang dysfunction sa system. And if you want your family to be more resilient, ngayon pa lang turuan na silang magluto, maghugas ng plato at gawin ang kanilang trabaho. Nakikinig yung nanay ko. Yung nanay ko ganyan ang gawa. Ang ginagawa ko nung bata ako, pagkatapos kong kumain, nagbabanyo ako para makatakas akong maghugas. Because my mom's a teacher. So she's used to delegating. So you think of that. Kung ikaw po yung parent, kung niyo pong gawin lahat, isama niyo po yung ibang tao sa pamilya niyo. Kung lahat kumakain, lahat din dapat merong ginagawang trabaho.
Yes. Okay, Pastor Anthony, baka meron ka pa po dyan na tanong.
Parang nasagot na rin yung isang tanong ng ating listener how important daw yung family resilience sa well-being ng family members, especially in this challenging time.
Siguro Pastor, ano lang,
ito na lang po. Sige.
Let me just comment on that. Let's be aware of our own personal dynamics. Yung iba po sa atin, kasi di ba, yung ba sa atin talagang madrama na yung buhay natin, tapos madrama pa yung response natin, tapos yung personality natin parang laging gloomy tayo. Huwag kang mag-isip na yung anak mo mababago ang style kasi ang constant exposure niya sa'yo, as of course the genetics may have actually influenced the person to respond that way. Pero kung kayo po, isipin niyo yung buong pamilya nyo, kung may COVID na nga sa labas, pagpasok mo pa sa loob, lahat ng tao burangot, busangot, at talagang lumalabas yung ano nyo, mas mahirap po yun. So we're saying na sana, para mabago yung system, unti-unti, magsimula sa parents, ay handle ng tama ang mga ito. Hindi po natin dinideny ang emotions. What we're actually saying is that we regulate the emotions in such a way na nakakahinga tayo, nare-recognize natin yung pain, yet at the same time, nandoon naman pag-inhale natin, nandoon naman yung hope, at ini-spread naman natin yung positivity naman sa iba.
Sige, ito po yung siguro po mag-comment lang po kayo, Pastor, dito sa it's po kasi parang yung introduction po natin kanina, yung resilience is coming out from the crisis stronger. Pero the easiest way out po dito sa nangyayari natin ngayon is just to be passive. Kung merong ayuda, o salamat. Kung wala, salamat. Kung pagtiisan natin yan. Pero for some of us, yung pagiging passive, hindi siya nakakatulong sa pagiging di ba? O yung parang matapos man lahat itong nararanasan natin ngayon, you will not be able to come out from the crisis stronger. So naging passive ka lang. Tama po ba ako?
Yes. If we mean passivity as parang sige lang, hayaan lang natin dumating. Well, that's good, no? Pero there's also another side to being passive. Ibig sabihin, wala ka talagang ginagawa. Alright? I think you are passive because you recognize that it is beyond your control. I mean, gustuhin mo bang lumabas? Hindi ka talaga makakalabas. Diba? Gustuhin mo mag-travel, hindi ka man magta-travel. Meron akong cousin, namatay yung tatay niya at saka yung nanay niya in a span of few days. At ang mother niya, yung parents niya ay nasa Visayas, siya ay nandito sa Pasig. Now, kahit na sabihin mong gusto kong puntahan and this is a time for you to grieve, di ba? Hindi mo magawa kasi nga, hindi ka talaga makagagalaw. In that sense, you are passive, di ba? Pero, you can also be active in the sense na you are still in control of your responses and of your emotions. Okay, passive ka kasi wala naman talaga kang magagawa kung nag-shutdown ang work mo. That's being passive, di ba? Pero dapat proactive ka din to think na may grace naman ang Lord sa amin. Paano ba kami mabubuhay ng pamilya ko? And we've seen that on TV. We've seen that how people are resilient na kahit na si Lola pipila doon sa SAP para lamang makakuha ng ayuda para sa family nila. So those are actually indicators na you are passive in some sense, but for the most part, you are proactive. But I think what is critical is to discern kung alin ang hindi mo na talaga kontrolado. No? And you have to stop thinking sa mga bagay na hindi mo naman talaga kontrolado.
Nakakapagod.
Nakakapagod mag-isip ng isang solusyon na wala naman palang solusyon at hindi mo naman hawak.
Alright.
Yes.
Ang comment po ay very informative, very educational, at very practical yung mga natutunan ng ating pong mga listeners. Pastor, dun po sa part ng, aside from what you have said a while ago, what are the encouragement you can leave sa ating pong mga listeners? In addition po dun po sa inyong sinabi, as a pastor po, sa parang pastoral perspective o pastoral principles that you can add on dun po sa inyo pong mga sinabi on how our listeners, actually meron din po tayong mga OFWs, yung ating po mga OFWs, very prone po sa napakadami pong mga challenges kasi po, just like what I have said few weeks ago, no, galing po sila doon sa mga iba't iba pong mga problema, tapos na dala pa nila yung problema nila dito sa sa kanilang mga pamilya sa ating pong bansa. So ngayon po, what are in addition po, As a pastor po, pastoral
Siguro
perspective.
simpleng mahirap po talaga ito, and I think no one is actually brave enough to face all these kind of challenges. Miski tayo, nag-share tayo, we admit to our own struggles eh. I'm sure kahit na lahat ng pastor natin na gwapong-gwapo pag nagpi-preach online, ng mga internet station ng mga kaibigan kong pastor, kasi every Sunday online na sila nagpi-preach eh. But there's always this humanity in you na hindi ko kakayanin yata to, ano bang mangyayari in the future. Meron talagang ganun. And I think it's not wise na alisin natin yung lahat ng thought na yon. Pero ang point natin is that sabi ng Bible, the Lord knows our frame. From the beginning, ako medyo malaki yung build ko pero hindi ko kaya tong COVID. Diba? Sabi ko dun sa ilang mga nakakausap ko, I would say it this way, kung tamang hinga lang, tamang OA lang, tamang paghahayag ng saloobin, tamang pag-exhale, pero at the end of the day, you understand na hindi naman bago sa Panginoon itong pangyayari ito. Babalik at babalik ka sa faithfulness. Babalik at babalik ka sa pananampalataya mo sa Panginoon. Na Lord, I could not really go through it. I do not have the strength kung tatagal pa ito. Pero I know that you know this before this even happened. Nothing takes you by surprise. Maganda yung kinakanta natin, kahit simple lang, sabi, kasama natin ang Diyos. Dumaan man daw ako sa ilog, hindi ako malulunod. Ngayon, feeling natin, lunod na tayo. Pero dito mo dapat kasama ko ang Panginoon eh. And if there's somebody who recognizes my limitations and my weaknesses, this is God. And if there's a time na dapat natin ina-apply yung lahat ng narinig natin nung tayo ay wala pang COVID, this is the best time to actually apply them. When is it best to actually anticipate for the sun to rise? Kung ikaw ay nasa kalagitnaan ng gabi, you're anticipating that the sun is still there. It's still there. It just has not shined on my side of the world yet.
Okay. Before
konting hinga pa. At saka one day at a time. One day at a time.